Yes, it's me again. I bet you didn't expect it, but here I am. Well, I was staring at the sign from earlier today, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna, fix this and tear it apart. And you know what? I decided I had to, and I decided I wanted to share it with everyone. And quite honestly, I was sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing, and I'm like, you know what? Let's see if the community's hanging out and see if we can't chill. So, with that said, I do have whatever time of day it is you do, whatever time of day it is for you, and whatever it is you might be doing. Well, I hope it's going good. And yes, it is me again. Give me a second. I'm gonna just do a quick little errand here as we do something here. Mm-hmm. Getting some iced tea. And I haven't done a nighttime stream in a bit, so. And either people are going to show up or they're not. I'm not worried about it. But I did have to destroy. And you know what? I learned this from ER a long time ago. Sometimes you have to destroy in order to make something better and rebuild again. So that's what we did. And we made it a lot better. Nice and even. It's a little far, but not by much. Actually, we can tell simply by coming back over here. And this is the best indicator you have. Yeah, see, we can tell we're a little shy on that right here. Like this could come forward a hair. You know, am I going to go through that hassle? Probably not. Because I think everything will be covered where we need it. I mean, I could take the time. You know. That needs to come forward just a hair. And this is kind of, you know, there are times, like I said a moment ago, like, these things sometimes need to happen. And this will allow us to get it as close as we can. Boom. And now we have a nice clean line. Probably be a little bit more forward, but I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Dark Hellboy, what is going on? Alright, so I think we finally got this lined up. Although, watch now, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid of this side here. See how we're not lined up here? Alright, so we gotta come over to the left a little bit. Alright, I'm sorry, now we're getting in that quiet build moment here. Gotta be super careful. Drop it there. So, if you were here earlier, you know that I was like, I'm not moving that thing, screw that. Still gotta go over to the left just a hair. Oh, yeah, well, I'm already set up here, Dark Hellboy. I don't know if you saw these yesterday, homie. You see this? These new signs are awesome. Yeah, I've been wanting to put it in a circle, but I've been holding off, and then I saw, I forgot who it was, damn it. Anyway, I saw somebody do it with it, and I was like, yeah, that's dope. I'm sure whatever you did is cool as hell. Right, so we still got to come over to the left just a hair. And this is one of those things where it's like, yep, we're gonna get it or we're not, you know what I mean? And thankfully I was smart enough to leave, you know, my setup here. Shit. We can already tell we're going to be off there, so we need to get this right. Then once we get that, then we got to do this part, which is a struggle in itself. But if I get it right, it looks... Ah! Damn it. It looks almost like an actual screen. The audio is killing me. I am an audio person, and this is driving me insane. You see it. I see it. It's close. Still needs to be twisted just a touch over to that right. Which in this case means to bring it over to the left, because now we're looking behind. But see, it looks freaking perfect here. You know what? Oh, this side needs to come forward a hair. Shit. Damn it. I know, all of you are like, you're insane, dude. Come on. It's just so touchy. The controls are so touchy. And just when I think I've got it, I breathe. It's real important that it be even here, as we saw earlier. It just didn't look right. Shit. When one is larger than the other, even though we're going to be covering a good portion of this. And some of this we can't help because it's I can't move the top one. Fuck. So one of the reasons I wanted to hang out with all y'all too is I needed some people to keep me calm. Because I had to destroy the whole front sign in order to do this. Because of the combination of turning and rotating, or sliding left and right and rotating, and finding that balance, getting this to line up is frickin' impossible. Not to mention, as soon as I get this side, I'll go to the other side and realize that we're not even on the other side. But the amount we were off before was just way too much. And here's where I go, 'cause now what? Now we're nowhere even near here, okay? Which is kind of weird. I think we have two different sizes, it might be. Which I don't think so, because I thought I did it right. And then the front's going to be off. You know what? It's off, but F it. I do not care. It's as close as I've gotten it. We're going to leave it. Thank you for hanging out and keeping me company as I go through rebuilding both sides. Because I need to get this done, and then tomorrow morning I need to write a bunch of stuff and create a bio and whatnot, and I'm not going to have time to do this. So I figured I would hang out. Alright, now this should look more screeny over here. Again, we're a little off, but I'm not even gonna, at this point, I'm not even bothering. I'm hoping all of our inserts will cover that. This is more important. That looks considerably more even than it did before. I could, but I've already kind of had, I mean, homie, I'm working in an area that I built a year ago. So, alright, we're not futzing around anymore with that. That's about as lined up as we're going to get for now. Alright, now we got to fix this side. And remember all the stuff we did earlier today. And then we got to go rebuild the other side, which is kind of good because I wasn't really happy with what we had going on. And I guess I'm going to just use a similar setup maybe like I did here. Only I'll have to figure that out too. You see the reversed? See, now I'm wishing I had spun it around so those were spinning the opposite directions. Alright, now we're going to put back what we had here earlier today when I was doing my morning stream. And it should look better just based on and hopefully we'll be able to do it. Alright, hold on. Alright, so this has to go up 1, is it 2? Or is it 3? I think it was 3, right? Yeah, we'll find out in a minute. 3. Right? Or am I too high? I'm too high. Damn it. It's 2. Shite. Why do I feel like it's not? Why do I feel like something's wrong here? I know I fixed one thing and now I'm like, no, it is 2. It is 3 rather. Yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Already better. Then when we put the stickers on it, that should work out even better for us. Because then the moon area and those other areas will be more colored. And then when we put the other pieces in a second, we should have, and again, I'm fighting over style. I'm really torn between the 2 positions on this. The 2 hollow rooms? No, they're one's on top of another one. So they're not reversed, although I probably should have. Damn it. I ain't moving it now. I didn't even think, well, back then, man, we just figured out how to enlarge it, never mind do anything else with it. Alright, so we got this. It's a lot more even now. I know it was, for those of you here earlier today, and for those of you who've shown up again, thank you for doing so. But I could not, when I put this wall in, I'm like, oh, perfect, we solved our problem. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, we didn't. This is much more symmetrical. It's a little different, but hold on 1 second here. Alright, now we'll put the other ones in. And these are done as a one-up. Although I still, and then we got the other thing to do, shoot. And hopefully we're in the right spot for it. Yep, we're still there. Okay, good. Ooh. Alright, this is where it gets tricky. There we go. Whew, alright. Not really a pain. Worst case scenario, I gotta rebuild the sign. And yes, it's annoying, but, you know, it's not the end of the world annoying. Unlike some of the other stuff. I really want to get motion in this one, but I don't know if we're going to be able to or not. Whether or not we're even, we might be able to do something. Like, you don't really notice how bad things are until you start adding. And then you're like, oh yeah, that is kind of bad, isn't it? See, now I think this actually might work better if I go here instead, where I like it. Which I think is actually here. Ooh. It's actually even more different than I had before. Nope, we gotta go in more. It is too, but still not horrible. doesn't hurt to take a peek. But that's more what we wanted. So, actually, Hellboy, I'm glad you're here. Do you like that look? Gamma. Well, no, Gamma, you were here earlier, so you know. I had to change things. I lined everything up, and in the process of lining things up, we lost our other sign. So we have 2 more signs, but this is so much better. The line here is closer to being lined up. The level is better. You know, it's more symmetrical. It's a little off, but if that, for some odd reason, when this side is lined up, that side is a little off, and vice versa. So it's either that style or this style. Oops. Everyone seems to like this one the best. I'm starting to agree with them. Only that needs to be flipped. Oh, no. Actually, opposite is fine. Yeah, actually, opposite's better. Well, it wasn't a had to go. What happened was the corner came out. The rest of it was there, but the corner, one sign came out, and I don't have any of the setup over there left. So to put that back, well, and I didn't like how it was floating outside of everything as well. That was kind of bothersome. As that kind of bothered me. But now that this is even, although there's a block sticking there, we just lost our table as well, but that's okay. There we go. And then we have that. And then we can add in our... And the thing here is now we can actually try like another wall style in here that we weren't able to do before, which is still going to give us... You know, and from here on in, it's not difficult to replace any of this. The difficult part was getting it to be even, and we've done that now. You know, that's the one bonus of losing a whole other bunch of work. Oh, Dark Hellboy. I don't know if you've seen the black hole in the wall bar sign. Little black hole in the wall bar. I'm still working on it. But that's the sign. Alright, now I'm probably going to have to watch my stream to see how I got all this set up, but I remember having to micro a floor. And I'm not looking forward to that again. Alright. See, that's where everything falls apart. Oh, wait. But we still have, unfortunately, there's no hiding it either, is one band shows, the other one doesn't. And it'd be a lot cooler. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Although, you know what we might need to do is reverse the sticker here. So let's get a reverse going. Solid turkey, alright. No worries, welcome, thank you for joining. I know I was already on today, but I'm like, I just redid the main portion of this, and I kind of needed some, I don't want to yell it out in the top of my lungs kind of thing. Like, damn it, I have to redo all of this now. And I thought hanging out with the community would keep me from getting too aggro. I mean, we're back to this again, but now at least it's, you know, more appropriate. And actually, let's try this one now. Yeah, I'm wishing I could, like, frame it, but... Oh, we might have gotten lucky here. Hold on. Oh. Alright, we got a little tilt on our sticker somehow. Damn it. Alright. This is going to be pain in the arse. We got a little bit of a line. Oh, wait, hold on. We might... Oh! Like, I keep missing that line somewhere. Ah, there it is. See what I'm trying to do? Like, so we don't have that white line cutting through. Evan Clark, what is going on? How you doing? Okay, thanks for showing up again. I know I was already on today, and granted, I do see some people on like multiple times a day, so. And heck, sometimes I'm one of them. No, I'm not happy with that. Dilemma, you know, because it does, you know, I can flip the way the sticker kind of rotates on. Alright, we should worry about colors and everything later. I'm still kind of torn between this one and the other version. Like, part of me really is, like, I like... I like the shape that I get with the base of it, you know? Like, I like the highlights. I like, it just seems more appropriate. I don't know why. Which one, Hellboy? The one I just made here? I kind of dig this one better. It just got like the mechanical, yeah, same. All right, thank you. I just needed some, I need a little reinforcement on what I thought was better. Excuse me. And I definitely thought that this one was a better. Unfortunately, with this comes a more difficult lighting scenario. Because there's dual lights for starters. So either the center needs to have something done to it, see, kind of stuck either, because that's the size I can go with that. Yeah, exactly, Elizabeth. Always a trade-off. Epsilon Leader, what is going on? Thanks for stopping in. How you doing today? Welcome. I screwed up some stuff earlier today while trying to create this sign and realized I needed to move stuff around and, you know. And I had already built something over here, but this was way off. You know, one side was out further and the lines weren't at all lined up really, so I got it as good as I could. Still a little off, but this side, when you look at it, is actually more symmetrical than the other side where those lines hit, so. Alright, I think we're pretty good here. We could probably do one of those saves at this point. I'm wondering, can I still get to that wall? What is that? Alright, that's a wall. And I think that's a wall. Wait a minute. Shoot. That's, I'm hoping the wall and not the other thing, because if it's the other thing, it's going to tear all of this out. So let's do a save. I'm Captain Shadowhawk. Oh, okay. Oh, right on, Captain Shadowhawk. Gotcha. I like Epsilon Leader. Epsilon. I know, what is Epsilon? Why is that word? What am I? Word, Epsilon. Something. I should have reversed that sticker right there, and then we would have had a similar thing on the sign itself. And yay, we have to figure out how to line up the other side. Isn't that going to be a joy? I'm hoping maybe this will carry across. I doubt it, but we could get lucky. Or at least it'll give us a good starting point. Actually, that's not too freaking bad. We're gonna have to move it though, unfortunately. I can see it already. Although we might get lucky. You never know. But that looks, yeah, we're going to have to micro adjust that. We're going to have to bring this forward just like we did the other one. Alright. Son of a biscuit. That'll be fun. No. Alright, so I think we're okay here, sort of. We're going to leave our setup here. We're going to still mess around with it because it's requiring one other element, maybe. Or not. That may be just fine the way it is. We can let that marinate. We could also open that up, too. We could add in another... You want a what? Because if we did this section here, that would give us that other kind of strange crossover. Oh. Why are you... That's weird. Oh. Yeah, no, that's weird. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. I hit the wrong area. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna get a little too bright though, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, we like that. We'll leave that for now. And now we gotta go over to here. We gotta pull this block forward. Alright, so I think we have everything in here that we need on this. Yes, we have our fold over right there. We can get rid of you for now. Get rid of you, and you, and you, and that. How come that showed through on the other side, but this isn't? That's weird. Alright. Okay. One thing. Just want to make sure I have a clean setup on this side, just in case I still want to manipulate and mess around with this a little bit, right? Alright, now we gotta do all that frickin' crud work again. Except if I remember how to do it. Alright, oh man, that noise. Oh, that noise. It's such a killer. And we have to be super careful not to delete anything from anywhere else. Yeah, that crunchy noise, man. Oof. Uh-oh. Yeah, never mind. No uh-oh. Should be one more for right here. Don't even start with me. Alright, there we go. And I know we had to do this in kind of a funky way, but because my brain doesn't work properly. I think we were like here. And then oh wait, this will probably help. Give us a guide of where we are. And help sets. Oh yeah, we were doing this, weren't we, off that? Because something was funky. I know we did something, we had to do something that I was like, why did I have to do that? Oh, I remember, because we wanted that block halfway back. We wanted it back a little bit more. That's right. That's right. Okay, now I remember what we were doing. We didn't want to pull it forward. We wanted to bring it back a little bit. Aha. So... we were using this as our guide, the block. And that way we could kind of see where this was going to end up. Right, so we want to bring that back a little further. Now I remember what we were doing. Alright. The magic spot. Finding the magic spot. Gonna go sleep. I had a long work. Alright, good night, old boy. Thanks for hanging out for a minute, bro. Alright, so we just have to kind of get this. We'll get it. Again, the problems with working on a project that you started a year ago. So now if I do it here, it's going to be floating off of this. And I want to bring it in a little bit more. There it is. So now we'll do a test. And we're actually going to have to bring stuff up. This is where this one becomes a pain in the crudler. Because then I got to start half-stepping these sides, and I'm not going to, we'll see about that in a minute. Because where this should be is, and we know, who knows, maybe we'll come up with a different sign for here. Oh, nice. Yeah, the living ships, I like the living ships. I've always been kind of had a soft spot for them. And if we don't like this, we can, of course, move it. Oh, the audio in the game right now is horrible. Alright, so where are we with that? We could actually go in even further. Wow. Well, that's... Actually, you know what? No. That really... Wait a minute, I may have missed our mark. I may have done exactly what I did over on the other side there. Yep, I did. I'm like, wait a minute. I think that might be a repeat. Alright, so now we lose that. Alright, so we'd have to stack that. I'm gonna have to move in a second because this noise is gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, now this sign's gonna change completely. Alright, I'm almost thinking maybe we need to come out a little further, but I kinda dig what's going on here. And we could totally screw this up like we did last time and bring everything over one side and have it face one way and blah, blah, blah. Just for ha-has. Yeah, I think we need to bring this out. I think we're a little too close. Yep. I think it needs to come out just a little bit. Oh no! Oh, whoo! Thought I was gonna crash for a second. That's the audio trying to catch up. Alright, hold on, let me... Alright, let's let the game calm down for half a minute. Maybe if we keep our character over here. Yeah, because see, this sign tilts. See how it's tilting in? Which means that that curve, it's always going to cut off at the curve there. Well, I knew that this had an angle, but now I'm like, all right, I have to take all of this silly stuff into consideration now. We're going to half step this. I told you. Everything's going to have to come down a half. Alright, so I either have to keep it elevated outside and then put a bracket over it, or we got to bring it out a little bit further. Which means we might as well just leave this one, but that's way too far out. By the time we do that, then that bumps out even further. Alright. Oh. I wish I knew where I was in reference on that last one. We'll just get lucky, right? Sure. Because that always happens for us. No. Gonna be this fine line, I tell you. Like everything. A fine wine. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a fine wine right about now. I like wine. Yep, okay, now I remember what I was doing, I think. That's it comes to the bottom of that, right? here we go. It's a thrill ride a minute. There we go. There we go. We're still attached. And we're twisted out enough where we're not being covered. Alright, perfect. Now comes the other BS. Now we gotta shove this down a little bit. Or do we? Right. First, let's get everything squared away here. Ah, cool saloon doors. Yeah, right. One open. You could even, shrink them down to. Yeah, that'd be really cool, actually. Too bad we don't have hinges or moving things we can do. You know what I mean? So right now I'm just getting placement. So I don't care about design at the moment. All I know is that we have, we're angled out the way it's supposed to be. In terms of we're just breaching that. Like, I probably couldn't have asked for anything better than that. Maybe a little bit. But everything is, outside of that parameter there. Alright, let's do a save. Probably not a bad idea, huh? What are you sighing about? Did I save yet? Yeah. Again, I can redo that whole section, no problem. Alright, so we're saved. You do realize the next thing I gotta fix is this crooked thing here. Look at it, it's off. Right there. Right here. The landing pad is not lining up. See how the guns on this ship would be lined up right there, and it'd be freaking awesome. Even though I didn't have these ships when I built this landing pad, as you can tell, because it kind of cuts in there, but it still looks kind of like it fits, sort of. But we can move it forward, which would be dope, a little bit. Might even be able to hide it. Alright, let's not get distracted by other things that we need to do. Alright, so now we need to figure out design. Now, originally, we had this in here. but in a funky way. And we didn't have our round sign. So now let's try to incorporate our round sign in this sign maybe. Now, how do we do our round sign differently this time? And we can get rid of this. We saved, right? Yeah, and we're happy with what this is doing? Yes. Alright, we can get rid of this because it's in our way. Oh, but what we didn't check is what is the round sign going to do? Or the other ones that lay flat. So, let me think for a moment while I ponder and throw a hole in my lung for a second. Alright. Now, in order to do what we had before, we got to raise this block up a half. We got to go up a half, pardon me, and then down a half, obviously. Well, we're going to have to come up with a completely new design here. And we're going to have to get that block out of there at some point, or it's just going to be hidden altogether, that ball. Yeah, because I think we're more forward here. Like, alright, when I built this, I didn't really plan it out, obviously. It was a bunch of brand new stuff. Just learned how to enlarge something, you know, so we had, and that does come out forward there, that one does. Alright. So it was kind of a, you know, a catch-22 thing. You know, it's like, oh, we got 300 new parts, and oh, wow, they changed the build mechanic, and I don't know how to glitch anymore. Again. Alright, now, we could go through the painstaking trouble of creating a circle here. It'd be a tight freaking... We could do a 45 though, couldn't we? How do we do a quick 45 and keep this in the same spot? Yeah, we only need a 45. We just need to fill in these gaps. So I take this block, turn this block into a floor panel, make a 45, turn that floor panel back into a block, yeah? And then we can at least have a 40. We don't need a full circle, we just need a 45 here. We just need those other angles so we can change things up and make it different than the other side. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'd rather just stay up and figure this out. We're close to figuring, we're like, the city is like, ooh, we're 2,000 parts roughly away. Maybe 3,000. So does that sound logical? So I turn this block into a floor panel, right? Because we turned the floor panel into a block, and that's how we got where we are. So I turn this block into a floor panel, take that floor panel, make a 45, take that 45 panel, make that into a block, and we should be good, right? It sounds right. Or we go, ooh, 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 ooh. Do. What is a multi-tool hologram? Yeah, that came from the Utopia. I have all the Utopia ones. And I can actually bring them up in this save. Oh, I'm missing one because I haven't built it yet, or whatever, but I need to make a copy. What have I been using a lot lately? Which one am I missing? We got the exosuit. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing one. Well, yeah, we're missing the multi-tool one. We can fix that real quick. There. Now we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh, I know which one it is. Never mind. It's not the multi-tool one. It's the one with the solar panel on it. So if you know somebody or you need someone, you can ask me. I don't mind. But if you know somebody with the Utopia save, you just have them come in and either hand you a stack of them, or you have them build them for you. And as long as you are friends, you'll see them being built, and they will be there for you. If you're not friends, they'll build them for you, but you won't see them. So you have to be, in group, and then, also friends, passing on each other's code. Dun, 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 bum, bum. So I think that makes the most sense, right? Yeah, well, I did not. The minute I saw those, I was like, yeah, I need that as a build part. Like, why are you not giving... the minute I saw these, my mind immediately went to this. Like, I knew we were getting the round sign. I saw that, and I'm like, yeah, those two things need to be combined into... Ooh. That was a sticker. We need to reload. Oh, no, Epsilon, please. And you can build this. That's why I do what I do, so that you may go, ooh, that's neat. I'm going to make one. But I'm going to add this part and do this thing. But I'm going to keep the same concept, only maybe do it differently. Because you could do that, and then, this is my first experiments with this. As I do them, I try different things. And this is why I always suggest an R&D. Because when you have an R&D, please tell me I was smart at some point. Yeah, look at that. I saved in a good spot. You can just kind of mess around. That's what this is, really. This city is a gigantic R&D. I mean, all the way up to testing the terrain and, that sort of thing. And as I'm going, I'm trying to delete, what I can. Because currently we are at... Well, Epsilon, I should start making tutorials, man. I just don't know if anybody's, would care. You know, Beeble does most of the tutorials out there, but he doesn't do like what I do in terms of like making a sign or a kiosk. You know, like this here, for example. It's just another version of the multi-tool, and I'll do a multi-tool low so you can see it spinning. You can get your eye right on it. I just thought it would look cool on the side of a building. You would want tutorials? Okay, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll try and try my hand at doing a tutorial. I usually do live tutorials. I build it as I go because I have a hard time with the editing. So usually you'll see something like live tutorial, and then I'll build the thing specifically as that. Maybe I'll do those again where I go in specific, do that thing, and end it. You know, and not carry the stream on. Dutton. Oh, hey, I would care. I've only been playing a week, and building in this game has got me hooked. Ah, yes. Yes. Dutton, welcome, welcome. Well, then you're at the right spot, my friend, because this is pretty much all I do. I mean, I'm ship hunting right now because the ships are dope. But currently I'm building a jumbled city environment, which is holding up pretty darn well tonight, I gotta say. Got a little bit of flashing, there we go, yeah. Flash. Flashing, oh, yeah, we got more than just a little flashing. City's got some power problems. Well done, alright guys, alright, you know what, you've convinced me. I will make some tutorials. Where's the something like this? But excuse me. This sort of thing is really easy. Now, the black hole in the wall sign. Well, Dutton, we'll get you past that, my friend. You hang out in this here, you check out Beeble tutorials, check out Enra, check out Crisscross. Crisscross is a little more advanced in terms of techniques. I try to keep it like my brain simple in terms of the techniques. I try not to get too wiry in terms like the stuff Crisscross does with wires blows my mind. And I've been building in this game a long time. And also here, yeah, see, I'm thinking for the big sign, like a big version of this. You know what I mean? But I don't remember how I did that. But like something like this is a bit more complicated, and it's sort of fiddly because it's some manual placement stuff here to truly make this work. So for me to do a tutorial on it, you know, find the stream I did this on and watch me build it. Excuse me. All right, let's try and do what we're saying. So we're going to turn this and half the glitch feeling he does is crazy and hard for me to follow as a new player with barely anything unlocked building wise. All right, Dutton, I'm gonna clue you in here, my friend. For starters, you know, yes, what we do is advanced right now. You know, I'm a long time glitch builder. I'm what some would call OG. Alright, so when I put that there, it puts it to the bottom. So, alright, now I need to do our fiddly bit. But at any point, Dutton, if you see me doing anything, you have any question, you ask me at any point, I will stop what I am doing and answer your question. Like, what are you doing there? Like, how'd you do that? What is that? What do you call that? You know, especially for new builders. I love getting new builders, especially since you're already hooked and you haven't seen nothing yet. Like, this is a hodgepodge. When you see people who build, like, and pay attention to what they're building. But I'm kind of a mad scientist in a way, I guess. You know, I'm always, like, just messing around. But, you know, a lot of what I do is, how do I put it, man? It's just, you know, don't care so much. Like, don't worry too much. Getting a handful of techniques and some basic techniques, flipping things around is one of the best. Making a circle. If you can make a circle and flip things around, you've got half the battle. Seriously, you know, if you, and you know, there's circle tutorials out there. Well, and I mean that. Don't hesitate, you know. So right now I'm starting the beginnings of how I would make a circle, either vertically or horizontally, depending. But in this purpose, I need it vertical because I want to get a 45 angle and get those blocks, that little gap there, filled, right? So there's a technique for making perfect circles. And most glitch building, which is what we call this, what we're doing here when you're moving parts around and snapping them in ways that the game isn't exactly designed to do, I guess. But it's the developers put this into the game as well, so it's kind of weird. All right, now we got to be very careful here because if we're not, we could lose stuff. Alright, so now see how I'm taking this floor here? So now I'm going to take this floor and I'm going to make it turn into a wire. And what system do you plan on doing? That's going to help a lot. See how I turn that floor panel into a wire? I'm going to do the same thing here. And this is what's known as a reverse wire glitch. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking that angled wire, which would, if I were to glitch something to that or snap something to that, okay, with using the wire connection or that wire snap point. Right on, done. So now I'm going to delete that angled wire because I don't want this thing to be at an angle, right? So boom. Now I'm going to replace my floor panel on that wire. So I'm going to take a floor panel here, which now is going to want to snap to where a floor panel would normally snap to. But now I'm going to hit the wire menu, and I'm going to connect it to this wire that we just made, right? And that's our center line. So then I'm going to take my oh, if you get it on PC, you're going to be stoked. Oh, what the hell just happened there? How did we lose our wire? What happened? How did we get at an angle? Oh, something funky happened. Alright, hold on. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, so 1, do. We're going to bring our block in. And then we're going to grab our part. We're going to transfer that block. Change that into a floor panel. Get rid of that. Put our floor panel here. And we're going to grab our power door. I don't know what the heck have we got turned around on something. Alright, that is flat, is it not? Yes, okay. And now we're going to do this again. Goes up to here. Oh, I see what might be happening. I see what might be happening. We might not be hitting... Alright, we're hitting that door. I might have hit something... I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, but alright. I may have attached to somewhere else. There we go. Alright. Is that straight? Yeah. Alright, there we go. I don't know what the hell happened the other time there. But something funky went down. Alright, so anyway, once you get your straight wire, then you can do that. And then we're going to attach here. We're going to do that. Wire again. Replace that. Then we're going to do a holding pattern right there. We're going to get rid of both of these. We're going to keep our wire there for now. Grab a block. Cache that. Grab a floor panel. Do that. And now we have our 45. So that wasn't too much work. And now we can make something different. Yay! And stay within a, you know, somewhat of a circular theme, you know. Delta, what is going on? Okay, so you're using the wire connections to get floors to snap differently to how they were. So there's a couple of very... Okay, so let's take a little breather for a minute. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial. All right, so the very useful items here are your cube, your pyramid, and your raised small paver. What system are you currently playing on? Because that's going to help me try to explain a little bit of this to you. Okay, so I play on a PS5, but how I'm going to describe this is bottom of the thumb, top of the thumb, left of the thumb, right of the thumb, because I don't know the Xbox symbols on the buttons. So, or I'll just say like your build and your wire menu, okay? So we're going to go into our build menu here, all right? And you have hold on, let me do this here for you. Alright, so we're in our build menu, right? We're going to kind of get out of our choices and get our build camera. Now if we see up here, it's going to say move, duplicate, delete, toggle, edit, build, toggle camera, toggle wire, right? So when you want to take a floor panel, for example, and you want to flip one over. Nope, that's not a floor panel. And this should be able to get you into the cache and explaining all that sort of thing. Alright, so again, these three items are going to help you tremendously with moving things around in the beginning. Alright, so I want to flip this floor panel. Right? I want it upside down, so when I put something on it, for example, this, alright, I want that angle going the other direction, alright, and I can't do that without either A, just rotating it, manually placing it, or flipping this around. So now, in order to do that, I need to take this paver and turn it into this block. Alright. Yeah, Delta One, I started messing around with the sign, and I had to delete a whole sign that we spent like a day putting together. And instead of getting aggro by myself, I decided to stream. So, Oscar, I am. Although I do have limited time tonight, because I have to work in the morning, unfortunately. So anyway, I apologize. Let's get back to this. So I need to turn this paver into this block. So I'm going to copy this block, alright, and put it into free placement. Now, what I mean by to cache something is you want to take your edit build button, so left of the thumb, and your wire menu, top of the thumb, and you want to put those two together. And you want to hit those two buttons together, and you should end up looking at this cursor. Alright? Now that part is now cached into the wire menu. Alright? So now, I'm going to move, or you could copy, but I'm going to move, so that's my right trigger, and then I'm going to hit my top of the thumb, or my wire edit menu, and my build menu in sort of a simultaneous way, and now I've turned that paver into this block. Alright, now I'm going to take this pyramid and I'm going to place it on the bottom of that cube that I've now centered on this floor panel, and it's right butted up against it. And now I want to take that floor panel and flip it, in a nice controlled manner. So I'm going to copy that paver. I'm then going to, and it doesn't matter if it's red or green, now I'm going to do that move again, the left and top, or the edit build and your wire menu button at the same time. That comes up. I'm going to move this pyramid. I'm then going to hit my wire menu and build button simultaneously. And now I have that paver there. And now, when I move this floor panel, you can see that it's been flipped upside down, and that's why I chose a legacy piece, because it's easier to see. You will not get these, unfortunately. But now I have managed to flip that floor panel upside down, and now, taking this angle piece, I can now have that angle facing this way, right? And then we move that out of the way. And now I want to flip this back around again. I would delete that, bring that cube down, take the pyramid again, only this time on the top, grab this, copy it, put it in the cache, move, wire menu build, flip, build, and now this gets a little funky though, because this locks out. So there's a weird thing you have to do here, and there's a couple of ways you can do it. But that's a little more advanced, so we'll talk about that at another time on how to get these to do what you want them to do. Because now this upside down and right side up are sharing a space, and the game doesn't like to do that. But there are ways to make it share space. You know, one of them is, you know, with a friend, you can you know, or you can move it a little bit, you know, get a different sort of thing going. So that's one of the lessons. Oh, thank you, Don. I appreciate that. So that's basically putting something into the cache, you know, and you can do that with any part. I mean, you can turn any part. It's what we call a universal adjacency, and this stems from a prior build mechanic us old guys are aware of. The adjacency. That's one of the first glitches ever made. All right, so say I want to turn... So say I want to, for some reason, I want to put, oh, I don't know, this sign centered right here, you know, on this, this line. Now, I know that something that's going to snap to that is going to be this alloy wall. So now I can take this sign, put it in the cache, your edit build menu, and your wire menu simultaneous. Then I'm going to move this, and then I'm going to do that wire menu build, or reverse wire glitch, which you will miss quite often. Get ready for that. Although it does seem a little bit better since the last patch, but maybe I'm full of garbage. There we go. And now you have that. So being able to cache, all right, for you it's square triangle. Yeah, on my PlayStation controller it's square triangle. So you know, there's, and then, you know, for some reason you want to do something else in there, but then there's something called cascade deletion, which one part might delete another part on you, and you got to be careful of that. All the parts interact here a little bit differently. They're a little thicker or thinner. Like, see how that sort of shows through here? So, you know, you could use part of it. You could also stack you know, just, oops, just showing you kind of what pretty much anything you can think of can be done. Now, since I'm doing what's known as an overbuild, I'm using way more parts than I should in one area to see how the game reacts. Again, this is kind of a large R&D. Alright, let's get back to where we were here. Hope that helped a little bit. No, okay, so a standard adjacency glitch, which the universal adjacency sort of takes over for that, because you can basically cache any part and turn it into any part. The adjacency glitch came from back in the day where, okay, say I want to snap this here, right? And I want to turn this part into the part next to it. Then that would be, you know, holding, you move it, place it, and then the two bottom triggers simultaneous. That's an adjacency. So it's basically you're taking the adjacent part from your first choice and turning it into that. So you're, boom. But now we have what we call the universal adjacency, which I can take this part and turn it into any part. And if you stick around long enough, you'll see me build a circle. There are plenty. Alright, let's get back to that sign. I have, oh yeah, I still got a bit of time left. We still got a few people hanging out here. Let's work on this sign, shall we? Alright. Alright, we went through all the trouble of putting that 45 in there. Alright, now we got a center point, which is kind of wacky, and I should probably... We don't need this here, do we now? No, that's going to get in our way, it's going to cause problems, and it's going to agitate me. Alright, let's get rid of that. Alright. What the hell are we going to do here? What are we making? Alright, we do need to check on spacing for the other bits and pieces. Alright. And actually, as you see when I made that 45, the next step would have been taking that floor panel that we had up here and turning it into a wire. Then we would put a floor panel here, turn it into a wire, bring the floor panel here, add another floor panel. It's, once you see it, you're like, and you do it a couple times, you're like, oh yeah, alright, I get it. Midnight Wild Spirit, welcome. And my pleasure, anytime done. Alright, now what am I doing? We're thinking. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Alright, now we're going to do a bunch of universal adjacency. Where I take this paver, or this pyramid, and turn it into a paver a bunch of times. Or attempt to. And this is where I finally break the game. No. And let's actually give ourselves a little bit more of a platform, shall we? We can actually work in front of it and not at a weird angle. Now I'm kind of bummed because now I almost want to take this sign here and I sort of want to make it gigantic here, but I don't know. I've already built it here and gives me an excuse, I guess, to do something different. Alright, let's build ourselves a little platform to work off of. Now you're going to need to be there anyway. Oh, no, you're not. Alright. Jetpack skills. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so that's kind of what we have to work with. DG squared, what is going on? Circles, I'll tell you. Circles, once you do 3, you got it. Seriously. It's the easiest thing to make. And it involves the basics in glitch building, which is basically that reverse wire glitch move, which is a triangle build move, or top of the thumb and trigger, right trigger. And then, you know, you have your cache. Wire glitches are simple, you know, if you want to just simply place something. Like say I want to, I don't know. It's something here that's, shouldn't be that way. Alright, here. So the fireplace, it only does this. It doesn't follow the path. So now if I hit the wire, and then I do that wire and build move again, the top of my thumb or triangle and R2 on PlayStation, boom. Now we got a fireplace sticking out of the wall. And what's cool about that is you can rotate your wire, which means you can rotate the part. And as long as you have good reference, you should be okay. Alright, now, just for hardy har-hars, we gotta do what here? We gotta do a test on the round sign, because we don't know how that's gonna sit, because we had to move the other thing for that sign. But now we don't know what this is gonna do. Well, that's not gonna do at all. Oh, we're in a good placement. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright. But now that means we have to stack each one of these, which is going to start getting difficult to see after a while. Alright, now I have to think. Oh no, Draco, what is going on? What is this witchcraft you refer to as glitch building? Yes, it kind of makes it also, how do I put this? If you have creativity in you and you enjoy building and you enjoy creating things, it is almost limitless what you can do. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't what I meant to do. Not one bit, as a matter of fact. Alright, let's do that and that. And I guess that and that. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Alright, there's one. There's the other one. So now we're just kind of flipping on that. But now, let's try this sign here. Oops. Here and here. Damn it. I need to just do what I need to do. I didn't need to put in this, did I? Because that in itself is pretty dope. Shit. Well, hey, you know, gotta try some stuff. What happens if we just clog that? Alright, what if I clog you? What if I just... too much, right there. Do that. Take that. Throw this in here. Like so. Do that. Get that. There we go. Alright. So, now we have that. Which is interesting. And again, this is where I think I need to what am I saying? I have no idea what I'm saying. So I need to get my brain working again. That's the wrong way. Although, not altogether horrible. Very clock-esque. Bright as hell. Let's see what happens if we do our trick here. Nothing. It just blocks out the corners. Alright. Oh. Do we still have that in there? We do. Okay. Now we could repeat. Like, I kind of like having these round bits in here because we got a lot of squareness. But we could kind of do the table trick that we just did, right? I think. I don't know where that's going to end up, though. That's, yeah. So, yeah, this might not work. Yeah, because the table here would be sticking out way too far, which means that I got a bunch of crud in there, which I bet you the table here would help a lot, wouldn't it? Alright, so what do I need to do here? I need to copy you. Yep. Then you need to come here. You need to go here. Which is going to tear all our signs out, but that's okay. We're okay with that. Then you need to come in. You need to go. Or wait a minute, you need to move to here. And you need to move back here. Right? I think that's what we did on the other one. I don't know. Hopefully I'm hitting the right spot there. That's kind of hard to tell. Well, if we're not, we're screwed now. Does that still look like it in the middle? Yeah, it looks like it's in the middle, right? Alright. It still doesn't look right. Yeah, something. Alright, so what did I do here before? Did I move it back? I might have moved it back. Alright, well, is what it is. We'll have to do that. Shit. Yeah, because that's this problem. Come on. I can't see. Damn it. I've got too much stuff in the way. I just can't tell if I'm overlapping or not, which is what I'm supposed to be doing here. It's either that I'm going to reload, which I probably should have saved the reload after I did those papers, but whatever. Come on, get in there. And this is what's known as builder's hush. Whenever anyone gets super quiet and they're building, it's because... Oh, yeah, this is a nightmare here. I've got those pavers in there, too. Yeah, we may need to reload. You know what? We're not going to play around here for 20 minutes. We're going to reload, and that's what we're going to do. So Dalton, Oscar, exactly, welcome to the blast. So the legacy parts, yes, unfortunately, you have to have a save that had these parts in them before they changed over and added the new parts. And then when they added the new parts, they, for some reason, took away the legacy parts. I'm really hoping that they do add them back for people. Yeah, I thought Alright, so we gotta do this again, which isn't a big deal. I will just save this time. But it sure would be nice. But right now, the legacy parts are blurry. Everything else is looking better. The lighting is definitely improved dramatically on a lot of things. Oh yeah, we gotta build our platform again. Saving. There's one thing, Dalton, that I can tell you to do. Is constantly save. They've changed the save mechanic from its original, and a lot of us builders hate it. Because the way we used to have it was having two saves, basically. And if you made a mistake, you always had a fallback. Now, unfortunately, it's not quite like that. And now we have this autosave that really doesn't do a whole lot, except for help people who don't know how to use a save beacon or get in and out of a ship before you shut your game off. So, we are back in business. See, all I gotta do. There, hey, look at that. Yeah, okay. So, is it Dutton? Am I saying it? Yeah, it's D-U-T-T-O-N, Dutton. There are a few things that we will tell you right off the bat. This game it's an evolving entity. It has a mind of its own. One day it will do something, the next day it won't. 1 minute it will do something, the next minute it won't. But always leading to interesting things. They change things constantly. They constantly update for free, which is, unheard of these days. Especially the amount of content they give us for free. The community is by far the best community, hands down. But you will get used to things like crashes or blue screening, depending on what you play on and what it does. Okay. I got a little more time before I got to hit the hay. Unfortunately, I got to work tomorrow. You know, got to pay bills and all that stuff. But we don't want to back up to get a better view or something or fall off the edge. This is an old technique right there. Man, it's funny. When I was underneath the terrain, cleaning up the terrain and having to build all that scaffold to move around, it just really brought me back to the early, tier glitching days. I wonder what would happen if we just like spun a bunch of them. If we did a bunch of just circles here. We could try it. I'm wondering if we keep it spread out a little bit, but then I think if we do, it's going to be too wide of a circle. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I know we're just staring at this, but I'm kind of visualizing what we got going on. Moose, what is going on? Oh, Daisy, right on. Am I in a legacy save? Yeah, essentially. Alright, let's throw some parts here. Let's get going. I got a little bit of time left. I got about maybe 40 minutes. We can make something in 40 minutes happen, I think. Alright. So let's try. I'm going to go with that one. I want to see what happens if we just make a circle of them. A small circle anyway. And we're going to go a little bit wider in our placement. And I still wish Dead Planets had some form of musicality to them other than the wind, or here at least the crunchiness. If I played on PC, I'd have music every single time. But since I do not, that's gonna get bright as hell. Yeah, we're not doing this. Tell you right now, we're not doing this. Yep. I'm not even going to bother completing it. Alright. So no matter what we do, we're going to have to do something. Alright, so if we do this one here, we go with the round one up top and bottom. No. Thank you. And this is a common occurrence as well. When you miss your glitch. Alright, now we have that. Did we want the full circle again? Or do we want to just keep it a little more simplified and do that kind of nope, I forgot to move the thing. Alright, so then if we do that and that, well, that's kind of cool. And these guys are on the outskirts. Alright, I kind of dig that. But now we got this area here. We could also bring this in more. So if we try here and here, and hope that we get in the right direction. Nope. Nope. Alright. And that changes again because this is a tilted sign. So we're going to change where that all ends up. I mean, we could do that again where we have the, but now we're cutting the tip of the ship. Tip of the ship. That's not good. Hey. No. Damn you. Damn you. Thank you. Alright. Now we got that, which does... Now we could simply, you know, we could flip this. And that's pretty cool, though, by itself. Lurking while I eat dinner? Right on, DD, no worries. Epsilon at Draco Worm. Any chance you are me from another dimension? Because I'm also headed to the Galactic Center using my trade skills to become rich. So that's not bad. Pushing it. maybe the ship. That's not really going to do a whole hell of a lot, is it? No, we'd have to micro adjust that, which we could. That wouldn't be too difficult to do, I suppose. Although we should have just saved our frickin'... We could go a little larger with that. We could go up a couple of steps with that. But now what we're lacking here is that contrast. You know? And the other thing that we're lacking is... We should probably save, huh? Just for fun. We can work off of what we got here. Epsilon, how long have you been playing? Day one with breaks. Okay, you guys are having a combo. Right on. Alright, so now we can either flip that around and get a mirror image kind of thing going, which might be interesting, but it might not be. And we're also not going to know which way we need to be. Oh. And the nice thing about this sign, these signs, is oof. No. You can delete and not worry too much about, that's not going to work, by the way. I'm just going to put it in because at this point. No, that's going to be... No. No, no. No, no, and no. Alright. Right, I gotta. That might be plenty. I kind of see something spinning here. I also think we need to kind of put the contrast in, because we are missing contrast there. You know, see how here when we have the table and everything, you know, it's really, you know, it kind of makes this one stand out a little bit. How do you get to the center easily? Time. Or you could cheat. Well, not cheat. You could take the easy way out and go, yo, Kev, can you give me the center of this galaxy? Or somebody, and I'm sure somebody... Oh yeah, there's that trick too, right? Get a portal and put in the first glyph until the portal activates. Oh, that's right. Is that still working? Alright, just so we can see what we got going on here. We're going to leave our blocks. And we're going to remove our pavers. Yeah, that's good. I did, and we can add a few other things here that aren't as, that will probably hopefully highlight and block and do certain things, and we'll try some other sticker stuff. Alright, this one, now we're kind of in a dilemma on this one. Now it's going to be a question of, do we do stickers? Do we, try to add in some motion? Yeah, see, we're going to have to do a bunch of... I think the biggest thing with this is going to be, getting some form of backing on this. We need to darken it a little bit. It's too bright. That might be it right there. Hold on. Oh, you're gonna give me hassle. That's not bad. I mean, we could try some other things here too, but it's just I don't want to... I mean, these can go away just as easily, and we can, bring this to the side, do those up, twist everything around. I don't want to go repeating exactly what we just had there. But now I'm thinking, like, how do we maybe do... that would be too much, wouldn't it? I think the first thing we had was actually probably the best. Let's reload. Let's just push a button, push a bunch of random buttons. That'll do. Sorry, I didn't want to chew in your ear. Moose. Yes. Oh, yeah. The save you will find reloading is quite common. Uh, Part of me wants to try to get that table in here, but I know we're way too forward. Yeah, that table's going to cover. Guaranteed. Yeah, because the base fit. I mean, we'll try it. I mean, why not? Mm-hmm. But if we could, yeah, see, that's going to work. Damn it. Shit. Because that will back the people. You know, the little astronauts there. Alright, good, we can move this. So that'd back the people. Like so. You know, and provide a little bit of, yeah, see how we got that contrast there? That's kind of neat. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, no, okay, does sound like a Viking. I kind of, sort of like it. Sure. Alright, you're not going to go into anything else, which is interesting. Alright, that's the only hollow spot. Alright. Non-collision spot. The problem with the double up areas is when you put a sticker on it, it's so bright that even a sticker doesn't really do anything. Yeah, see how it's so unbelievably bright. Again, I think we need that contrast. Somewhere this needs that might be it. Okay. We have a save, right? Okay, that totally helps. Much like the other side. You know, throwing some contrast in there. Alright, that's better. Okay. Now, I know I shouldn't, so we're not gonna. We're gonna remove those pavers. And now for something completely different. Like, what just happened? I mean, seriously, this is what I love about this game. You know, something completely random changes the entire aspect of what we were looking at. You know, one simple little thing. You know, granted, it's kind of a mess and doesn't really look like anything at this point, but it's still interesting. Alright, because we have a save, and I think we're saved right here. And this isn't, you know, we could put these in to our need. A little too bright in the, you know, if that were a different color maybe. And then, bam, hey, totally something new. But now my eye sees that cool little thing in the center, you know, the way the lights are showing there. You know, we could just darken this a little bit maybe. Which now, you know, just by adding that in there, we've darkened it a bit, which, you know, yeah, we're not getting the rotation of blue as much. We're getting some of the outer bits, but we can see the, you know, the shapes a little clearer. That's kind of cool. Cafe 42 sign. Maybe a little bit smaller. But again, we lose the rotation of color, you know, that the sign gives with the sticker over the top of it, unfortunately. I mean, we get some blinky blinks, you know, on the outer bits, but you really got to be paying attention to see that. Now this, on the other hand, except for the way it interacts with the traveler character there. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, that Cafe 42 sticker does come in handy, doesn't it? Let's. Oh, this is a tough one. It's a tough one. That is up. See, and again, we lose out. I think that needs to be put in. Like if I need to do anything to show, yeah, because we're getting that blue. All right. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. How about green? No. Damn it. Black? Simple. Ah, I like the color though. Yeah, alright. But that is a potential. Because you can still see all the other movement. I mean, we got a lot of that movement back anyway. Hold on. I got it. The crunchy noise is getting to me. Hold on. Look up here. Or we move all this out of the way, put the table right in the middle, which is what I think we need to do. As cool as that is, means I think I have to delete everything, find that spot, and put the table in the middle, which would further accent those parts. I think but I do kind of, see, part of me likes the bit of, then it's like, why do I even have the frickin', why even bother with this thing in there, you know what I mean? What's the point at that point? Except for the side bits, which we could, we could throw another thing there, we could, just carry it through. Oh. No. Why are you doing that now? What is your major malfunction? There we go. That frickin' offset piece, man, throws everything out of whack. See, here it kind of works, So I'm thinking and we don't have this crossbar. So if I can throw that table in there. Alright, we've got to save. Let's... And we even I think we manually placed this in there last time. Well, no, we didn't. Yeah, see, boom, now we take that. Yeah, I think this will work. Then we make that, we bring that back, right? Then we can go larger with it. Alright, we're going to try both positions here again, now that this is here. Alright, so now I just want to see where that's going to land. Okay. So, pop that up here. Grab that. Oops. Yeah, see, that's got to go bigger, which means it needs to go down. Alright, so... but I think that's what this needs. Damn it! You're gonna really irk me here, aren't you? You're not gonna play like you used to. Jeez Louise. About time. Yeah, but see how that... We're gonna lose on the other side though, aren't we? Because once we cross over, we're not gonna have the... Yeah, that's crooked, so, I mean, but... So we would have just the arc on the top of the circle, but if we could make that fit in that space, you know, I think... Alright. So what we're going to do here is... Oh, sadly I have to go. Only just realized it's 3:30 a.m. Oh, geez, yeah. Hopefully see you in the next stream, and I'm looking forward to some tutorials. Awesome, Dalton. Thank you. Welcome to the community. And Dalton, I'm always on Sundays. That is my standard day. But hit that subscribe and that notification, and you'll see when I'm on. All right, we're gonna move this all back. And again, thank you for coming in and hanging out. Alright, so now we need to... Now what do we need to do? We need to put that back in there, right? So those were... top and bottom, I think. Yeah. We may have a new builder in the midst. I can't wait to see what Dalton gets done. Alright, and that's probably getting close to my cue. I have an alarm set, actually. I had to set an alarm. I'm like, if I don't set an alarm, life is going to be hell tomorrow. Although, we'll see what happens. Work's been really light lately, so I may be on tomorrow. You never know. Pushing for that ad revenue when I'm slow at work. Alright, so no on that, but hold on. Let's do this. Yep, again, we're too far forward. Alright, so... what do we need to do? What do we need to do? Because we want to make sure that we stay flat. We want to be centered. And as soon as we move that, alright, or we could do the whole, yeah, no, we need to find that sweet spot. Alright. How do we find the sweet spot? Let's figure that out. Because that's the important bit. Alright, do we need that here? We don't, so we can put that up there for now. That allows us to bring this in. Okay. And then we want to put that in. Just so that we have it for now. Frustration. There we go. Alright, get that out of our way, and then that way. That's going to be too far. We're going to have to go a half step back. I'm almost going to guarantee it. I am almost going to guarantee it. We're not at all level. Oh, because we don't have the other one in there. Duh. That's why. Gee, George. And it's not big enough. It just ain't big enough. Needs to be out just a hair. But we're going to try it anyway. I don't know why. I've been proven wrong before. Alright, so that gives us that. And we could even, I mean, there's so many things we could do here, you know. Yeah, no, it needs to be out more. Okay. So, knowing that, we might be able to do that. And see, no. Yeah, even that's not level. What's the fork? Oh, never mind, anyway. Duh. Alright, so what if we... Alright, so we do that. Pop that on there. And do that. Shrink that? No. Micro adjust, pull that out, blah blah blah, no bloody way. Alright, that is not helping. You're still in there? Yep. Hey, I got an idea. I gotta get to 2 billion on my normal save. Not too far away. Oh, my phone died. Oh, shite. What happened? Hey, look at that, right back where we started. Alright, I think, for now, until I can get this sorted, that's gonna have to bloody do. I think this side is pretty decent. We're going to still mess around with it a little bit. And this side needs work. But we did manage to make a neat shape. And that's always interesting. I like the way these are intersecting and doing what they're doing. So that's a bonus. And I think with that said, we got a good save. It's alright to get rid of that other stuff. We're going to get rid of these for now. Actually, damn it. No, I'm not. I want to try something before I go. Hey, my phone just... Hey, that's my alarm. I'm saying you should have stopped this 3 minutes ago. Just because it moves, I want to see what it does. And we can try, we're going to throw some crazy parts into this at some point. Alright, that would have to go up. Not altogether horrible. Granted, it's more blue. Damn it. That weren't there, maybe? I just see the base again, like, you know, micro adjustments, you know, we could find placement for this, but, or, it sort of works. We get them spinning in opposite directions, you know, where it looked like it was coming out. Yeah, all right. You know what? Time for bed. All right, y'all. I want to thank everybody for returning again. Thank you for putting up with me. We did finally, you know, adjust this to the best of our ability. This line is a little off, we know, but it is flatter and, you know, better than it was. And thank you for keeping me from screaming obscenities at the top of my lungs as I was moving all of that around. And we had to change up our whole signage here, so you know, that's actually all right. It fits better. It's not floating off the front anymore. It's actually sitting in frame. You know, I think we needed to destroy that and change it. I didn't quite like it. This looks more like a sign. We just now need to, you know, do all the other fun stuff with it. All right, y'all. Thanks again. Until next time, you know who this has been. It's been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and Starship grease. Get those action pants on, get out there, and start building some wild and wacky stuff. Take care, y'all.